Hello and welcome to Derrinstown Stud, the home of Arkano, Al Harth, El Nadim, Hatef, Intikhab and Tamayuz. We all want to do the best by our mares, and we know that at Derrinstown we can help you get the best possible start, and most importantly in this day and age at a very competitive price. Take a moment to examine the ingredients that make up Derrinstown. 2,000 acres of lush grass, rolling paddocks on limestone soil. Put those, with state-of-the-art facilities, which use all the very latest technology, and you'll appreciate that we have done our very best to give your mare the best. We welcome the opportunity of you coming to talk to any of our long-serving and dedicated staff, and you will quickly realise that we want what you want, which is success at the highest level. Come to us and you'll realise that you have made the right choice. We know that the harder you work, the luckier you get. And here at Derrinstown, we work hard. With Al Harth, we have a stallion who is proven on the world stage. He has as good a conformation as you could wish. Add a wonderful temperament and perfect balance, and you can see why he is very popular. He was the champion 2-year-old in Europe in 1995. And let's review the Dewhurst of that year, brushed aside with Danehill Dancer, the winner of the National and Phoenix Stakes, and Tagula, who had taken the Morning.
Starting to lengthen now. He's a length and a half in front of Danehill Dancer, who can't go with him. Then Tagula, who's struggling. And look at him go, Al Harth. He's clearing away, the Derby favourite, going away to win the Dewhurst by 3 lengths. In second placing, Danehill Dancer. Third, Tagula.
He is the sire of classic winner Haft, who won 5 of his 9 starts for Barry Hills.
Back by Snowridge on the far side. Haft all out from Snowridge. They race for the line. And it's Haft for Guinea's Glory. Second Snowridge, Azamur closing up.
And the sire of Orzan, who won the Dubai Duty Free Mill Reef and the Group 1 Shadwell Middle Park in 2009.
Showcasing on the near side, Orzan on the far side as they race down to the dip. Arctic is next. Radiohead has been left behind with under a furlong left to go. It's Orzan who's struck the front now. Just drifts left-handed as he comes under pressure from Showcasing and Poet's Voice. Radiohead is finishing off well on the rail, but Orzan has it from Showcasing and Radiohead. Orzan won the Middle Park.
The World Traveller, Phoenix Reach, won Group 1s in Canada, Hong Kong and Dubai, and nearly $2 million in prize money.
Farahell is living up 3 deep to tackle those leaders. Collier Hill between them. Gray's in is deep around. Jerry Mix between runners. Phoenix Reach is trying to wend his way through. Rascala hit the lead. 300 metres out. Phoenix Reach into the clear. Gives chase to Rascala. Gray's in on the outside with Powers caught. It's Phoenix Reach going up to Rascala at the 100 metres mark. Phoenix Reach takes the lead. Draws a length and a half in front of Rascala. Collier Hill is third. Phoenix Reach wins the Shahida Classic 2 lengths. Rascala and Collier Hill.
And when his daughter Sholan came to the Curragh, she brought a win from her first race at Listowel. She then posted this brave performance in the listed Staffordstown Fillies Stakes.
Next, rounding the turn to straighten up for home with 2.5 to go. Whole lot of Rosie in the lead from Sholan in second, then Greek Goddess. You Leave Me Breathless on the outside. Rowank, Hanky Panky trying a run up towards the inside. Whole lot of Rosie now, Sholan on the near side. Hanky Panky on the rail. They're being followed by Rowank, Wren's Nest down the outside. Racing now to the final 200 yards. Sholan, Wren's Nest down the outside now coming to challenge. Over on the far rail, Hanky Panky and then Roy. Sholan just in front of Wren's Nest. Roick in third as they run up to the finish. And Sholan is staying on. And Sholan is going to win it for Chris Hayes.
She is the latest Al Harth to win at listed level. Remember, his progeny have an enviable spread in distance. He is a graceful mover who ran in the Guineas, Derby, Irish Derby and Sussex Stakes. And he won 7 group races from 7 furlongs to 1.25 miles. Arcano is the latest to join our ranks at Derrinstown. He is the son of the stallion hotshot Oasis Dream, and we really are excited with him. An undefeated Group 1 winning record-breaking 2-year-old, we see him first in action at Newbury, where, in the green jacket, he beat subsequent Gimcrack winner Showcasing.
Camper away from these, Arcano leading now. Party Doctor in second, Showcasing coming home in third place. But it's Martin Dwyer on Arcano with now Showcasing and Jimmy Fortune putting in a great challenge. Arcano just held on.
Then, in the Group 2 TNT July Stakes, he beat 8 previous winners and was just 0.22 of a second outside the track record.
Here come the challengers, called on for an effort. Arcano is now starting to eat up the ground. Renier behind them, followed then by Angel's Pursuit as they hit the rising ground inside the final furlong. It's Arcano who now goes up on the outside, throws out the big challenge to Auburn Grey, and Arcano is going on to win the July Stakes in pretty good style.
That performance and an excellent pedigree saw Sheikh Hamdan by him, and that judgment was quickly vindicated when he won the Darley Prix Morny. It was the hottest 2-year-old race of the year. He beat subsequent Guineas winners Special Duty and Canford Cliffs. And now, in Sheikh Hamdan's blue and white, this performance sees 2 seconds sliced off the race record and a new track record to boot.
C'est Special Duty qui est encore le meilleur à 200 mètres du but.
Special Duty qui combat bien et qui a encore l'avantage, mais Comfort Cliff qui tente de venir à la corde. Special Duty, la pouliche à l'avantage, mais attaqué par les 2 Anglais. Arcano à son extérieur. Comfort Cliff qui vient à la corde. Special Duty, Arcano peut-être sur le but. Devant...
Trainer Brian Meehan said he was such a special racehorse, kind, easy to deal with, and had a wonderful temperament. Out of a mare from the Group 1 winning Gilt Edge Girl, he is exceptionally good looking, very correct, and has all the hallmarks of a champion in waiting. His first foals were on the ground in 2012. Remember, he is a fraction of the price of Oasis Dream. He was very popular indeed in his second year and has an excellent fertility. He was oversubscribed in both his first and second seasons at stud. With Elnadim, we see the 2-times champion sprinter by the sire of sires, Danzig. Elnadim's dam, El Searle, is a daughter of Fall Aspen, so eligible to sit at the top table as a member of racing's royal family. From the first 2 generations, the Fall Aspen line produced 7 champions. As a refresher of Elnadim on the racecourse, watch this total domination over the opposition in the Diadem Stakes.
Muccia inside the final furlong. Elnadim showing them a clean pair of heels. It's Elnadim by 2 or 3 lengths as they come up towards the line now. And Elnadim is going to walk away with this. Goes on to win the Rakel Diadem Stakes in grand style. Tight second. Manasiv and Averti in a photo there.
Now watch him in his next season in the Darley July Cup, beating 11 pattern winners. Second on this occasion was Tamarisk, who next time out won the Group 1 sprint at Haydock.
Ali Fons, they're inside the final furlong, and it's Stanside Elmanim who's blazed from the start. He has a length to lead as they race up towards the line. They've graved the name Elnadim on the cup. He's won it easily. It's a blanket.
Elnadim's offspring have precocious speed, like El Tel, who won the Queen Mary.
El Tel and the Lone Express. El Tel from the Lone Express and
Elnadim has had pattern race winners in the USA, New Zealand, Australia, Italy, France, as well as in the UK, and most recently in Ireland with Santo Padre. We can see him win here at Naas earlier this year, incidentally his 5th win.
Comes the Reaper, Santo Padre right over on the far side. Catla now pressed on the near side by Spirit Quartz, and Santo Padre running on strongly over on the far side, racing up now towards the final 100 yards, and Santo Padre and Fergal Lynch stretch on to score by 2.5 lengths. Spirit Quartz second, and
Elnadim stock are durable, reliable, and ready to deliver. His yearlings made up to €120,000 in 2012. Hartef is the speedy son of Danzig, who was trained by Kevin Prendergast. He won his maiden first time out as a 2-year-old at the Curragh and followed up with an impressive fourth to Teofilio in the very competitive Dewhurst. As a taster, look at him in action in the listed Belgrave Stakes at Fairyhouse.
From Centre Benny, then Kingsdale Ocean, Ledansky Mooncross the outside, but it's Hartev and Declan McDonough beginning to draw on now from Mooncross the outside of Centre Benny, and they're followed by Ledansky running up to the finish. It's Hartev and Declan McDonough a few lengths clear as they go to the line. It's a Tipperary Fairyhouse double for Kevin Prendergast.
Now watch him take the Diadem Stakes at Ascot, showing maturity and a real battling spirit.
Dan now flashing home on the far side. Balthazar's Gift cannot win. He's assertive in the centre. Dark Missile, Hartev coming between the pairs and race up towards the line. Dark Missile, Hartev going for the line. Tight. Hartev on the near side of Dark Missile.
As we had hoped, his 2-year-olds have got off to an impressive start, with winners in Ireland and the UK and a 100,000 sales topper at the Goresbridge Sales. And his stock look to be improvers, like Almanac, seen here winning the DundalkStadium.com Stakes in May.
Half to go. Almanac is in the lead from Truly Madly towards the inside. Gale Force 10 the near side. Then All Ablaze and Bedecked, and it's Almanac the leader now as they race inside the final 200 yards. It's Almanac in front of Truly Madly and Gale Force 10 as they run up towards the finish. Almanac and Wayne Lorden as they go towards the line. Almanac will win by 2 lengths. Truly Madly second.
Hassepop, here in the grey and green, follows up a Yarmouth win with this annihilation at Newmarket.
The far rail when ridden, and Hassepop's getting on top. Bircham trying to steer a straighter course is proving awkward to ride out, and Hassepop needs no second invitation. Neither his rider, Ryan Moore, has had a good week, and we'll have another winner here. There's Hassepop for Marco Botti, who wins comfortably from Bircham, who really didn't appear to handle things in second place.
And Sharda Roba, in the blue with the sash, shows his battling qualities, winning at Leicester.
But with every chance on the near side, Sharda Roba, and Sharda Roba now has come. An eyeball bolt prediction as they enter the final furlong. Sharda Roba against the near side rail gives a broadside to bolt prediction. Now staying on in third is Herbalist. They're racing up towards the line. It's a 3-way go, and Herbalist on the near side with Sharda Roba. Sharda Roba in the second.
With Lake Louise, seen here in the maroon, firstly at the Curragh over 6 furlongs, and then at Navan over a mile, we see a typical Hartev improver.
And running inside the last 200. On the outside, Versilia Gal, and now storming home against the rail. Lake Louise with a strong run as they run to the finish, and Lake Louise and Wayne Lorden beats off Versilia Gal. Sakib is next. Lake Louise, Harmonic Note just behind, and then Cool Metallic beginning to meet the rising ground to the furlong mark now, and King of the Romans pressed by Magdalene Magdalene. Lake Louise coming home well on the near side. Harmonic Note is next, and then Cool Metallic, Janice Jingle and Estonad. Lake Louise now hits the front. Cool Metallic putting in a late bid the near side of Harmonic Note as they race up towards the finish. It's Lake Louise driven out by Wayne Lorden, holding Cool Metallic, going to be close for third. Harmonic Note.
Remember, nearly 1 in 4 of Hartev's live foals are winners. He is very commercial. Intikhab was a world champion miler. He won 8 races by an aggregate of 24 lengths. Let us remind ourselves of the breathtaking performance at Royal Ascot in the Queen Anne Stakes. In the rear-view mirror were Among Men, who went on to win the Group 1 Sussex Stakes, and Cape Cross, who won the Queen Anne Stakes the following year. This was very impressive. Seasoned experts still talk about the race as one of the great performances at Royal Ascot.
With the white cap about to be tackled by Among Men, starting to move up on the far side as Inter-Cab in behind them, Centre Stalls. They're followed by Al Mushtarak, Pachin behind them, Great Dane under the whip from Reunion. A furlong left to go though, and Inter-Cab on the outside ranges up, grabs the lead, and in the twinkling of an eye, it's Frankie Dettori and Inter-Cab who have cleared away, and Inter-Cab's going to win the Queen Dan by a street. Inter-Cab being punched out, goes on to win by the best part of 6 lengths. Among Men second, tight third.
We will never tire of seeing Intikhab's daughter Snow Fairy scythe through the field at Epsom to win the Investec Oaks.
On the outside of Aviate, Ramush towards the inside, changing course Bikini Babe, Miesner tries to stay on with Cabaret, still Actorina leads Marida Medici, and on the outside Gertrude Bell. Aviate pulled out into fourth place, Miesner running a mighty race, Ramush in traffic, Snow Fairy in traffic, as Remember When pulls out with a determined challenge. On the fence Actorina, Remember When and Miesner running a mighty race, then Gertrude Bell and Snow Fairy thundering home from the back of the field. Inside the final 150, Snow Fairy in red and yellow from Miesner and Remember When, and Snow Fairy colliding with the inside running rail on a couple of occasions, but doing enough and supplemented will gain the biggest payday by winning the Oaks.
She followed up at the Curragh, of course, then set out on her travels. This year, she has won the Prix Jean Romanet at Deauville.
Entrée de la dernière ligne droite avec Galikova qui passe maintenant à l'attaque. Timepiece à l'extérieur, Siyuma qui vient, Giofra maintenant qui est lancé à l'extérieur. Easy Top et puis Snowflake également qui tente de revenir. Timepiece avec Galikova, Siyuma également accompagné par Sea of Albrecht qui vient encore avec Easy Top maintenant qui est lancé complètement à l'extérieur. Snowflake également qui pour sa rentrée vient de plus en plus fort. La championne Snowflake qui fait son retour ici et qui va triompher. Snowflake 6 victoires le groupe 1. Easy Top est deuxième, Galikova est troisième.
And the Red Mills Irish Champion Stakes at Leopardstown, beating Nathaniel and St Nicholas Abbey.
And here she comes, St Nicholas Abbey is reeling them in on the outside. Now they race to the final 200 yards. It's Snow Fairy and Frankie Dettori in front of Nathaniel. St Nicholas Abbey on the outside, but it's the globe-trotting princess. Snow Fairy wins the Red Mills Champion Stakes for Frankie Dettori.
As we speak, she's won 9 times, 7 of them Group 1s, and over $4 million in prize money. But it's not all Snow Fairy. Red Evie won 7 consecutive races, including the Matron and the Lockinge. Moon Unit was in the first 4 in 13 black-type races. So Intikal's progeny bring a fantastic portfolio of achievement. You can understand TDN's Bill Oppenheim rating him as spectacular value. His yearlings made up to €80,000, so he really is worth much more than a second look. Tamaeus was unbeaten at 2 and a champion 3-year-old in France. He's a magnificent-looking chestnut from the first crop of Naef. A dual Group 1 winning miler, he took the Prix Jean Point, beating the subsequent QE2 and Breeders' Cup winner Raven's Pass and the French Guineas winner Falco. Look at the race again, and Tamaeus has already put this pair into the shade. And remember, with Tamaeus, you have a Group 1 winner from one of the most successful families in Europe, for he's closely related to See the Stars, King's Best, Anabar Blue, and Galileo.
Le meilleur à 150 mètres du poteau, attaqué par 4 juniors, quand Aaron est troisième, attaqué par Raven's Pass, Rio de la Plata, Trinco qui refait beaucoup de terrain à l'extérieur, mais sans doute trop tard. C'est là Tamaeus qui va gagner devant Raven's Pass, la troisième place pour Rio de la Plata.
After this, he took the Prix Jacques Lemallois, brushing aside 1,000 Guineas winner Natagora. The Racing Post description of scintillating only just does it justice.
Toujours à l'arrière, regarde alors qu'on accélère maintenant à environ 400 mètres du but.
Avec Tamaeus, le 6 et David Bonilla qui accélère nettement, mais la grise Natagora reste dans leur sillage. Cette Burch à l'extérieur semble avoir du mal à accélérer. Tamaeus, le numéro 6 qui est le meilleur dans ce prix Jacques Lemallois, prenez le Buffard. Il a le meilleur à 100 mètres du but. Natagora ne peut que rester dans son sillage. Pour la troisième place, Sedgeburg est attaqué par Major Cadeau. Bientôt le passage du poteau. Festival pour David Bonilla et Freddy Head qui gagne avec Tamaeus, groupe 1. Deuxième place pour le 8 Natagora. Troisième le 4 Major Cadeau devant la 7.
Trainer Freddy Head commented that he was a beautiful, very correct horse and a joy to train. His 2-year-olds are already establishing themselves on the world stage. From Kokora, we see Minor Eternal beating a strong field of 17 with a battling performance in the Group 3 Kokora Nisai Stakes.
追い込んで200を切りました。先頭は6番のクラウンレガーロに代わってこれを追ってマイネル・エテルンドゥ、クラウンレガーロ、マイネル・エテルンドゥ、2頭並んでゴール。
At home, Sir Prancelot won the Group 2 Flying Childers at Doncaster. Second here is Bungle in the Jungle, who went on to win the Cornwallis.
To go. So Morowidge under the near side rail, Bungle in the Jungle out in the centre, then Sealing Kitty. Sir Prancelot comes next ahead of Fire Eyes, just over a furlong to challenge. Morowidge under the near side rail, Bungle in the Jungle out in the centre. Sir Prancelot's now asked for an effort. Sealing Kitty begins to close, and from well back, Koyam is running on stoutly. Bungle in the Jungle, being pressed by Sealing Kitty. Sir Prancelot on the far side, staying on sounds of guns as well. Sir Prancelot's got to Bungle in the Jungle in the final 50 and will win the Flying Children.
And just watch Sir Prancelot go. Earlier in the season at Sandown, quickening out of a pocket to win the National Stakes. Tamayos has 5 individual stakes horses and he has excellent fertility. His yearlings made up to €300,000. Derringstown Stud really is an equine paradise. And when you send your mares here, you can rest secure in the knowledge that they are in the safest of hands. After all, at the end of the day, we want what you want, which is success at the highest level. We know Derringstown stallions are kept special. We appreciate scarcity value, so they are never overexploited, yet in the ever-increasingly competitive environment, they remain fantastic value for money. We do the very best by our stallions. All we ask is that you do the best by your mares. To get in touch, please give us a call. The General Manager is Stephen Collins. The Manager, Jimmy Lenehan. Enda Stanley for Nominations and Marketing. Rosie Byrne for Public Relations and Nominations. Thank you for watching.